Hello, my name is Skyla Ramirez, Master Trainer with Yoga Fit Training Systems Worldwide. Welcome to your Day 1 Masterclass with your Yoga Fit for Cancer Care training. Today, I recommend that maybe you have a pillow or a blanket with you for comfort. I have set up a couple of yoga mats behind me for our practice. We're beginning today lying on our side on the floor in a sleeping child or sleeping baby pose. So go ahead and give yourself a minute or two to get situated, and then we'll begin class. As we find ourselves getting situated in our sleeping child's pose, let's bring awareness to the breath in the body. Maybe feeling that there's some openness around the sides of the spine, moving the breath up and down the sides of the spine, breathing in from the low back to the middle back to the shoulders. Exhaling, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the middle back, and softening the low back and the hips. We could always close the eyes here as the body softens around the breath, using this time to practice a few long exhales, allowing the breath to strip away any tension, any stress, any busyness in the mind that could get in the way of us feeling more peaceful or more centered, letting that all go with the breath. Bring awareness to our top shoulder, and we may begin just to gently bring the shoulder forward and back, some gentle scapular protraction and retraction, so pulling the shoulder forward and back ever so gently. We could even place the hand on the floor and reach the hand out, and then pull the hand back in. Build on this movement with some small circles through that shoulder. Reversing the circles at any time. We could match movement to breath, or just move and keep breathing. Maybe introducing some elbow circles. Inhaling as we stretch the armpit open. Exhale as we close it. Reversing that at any time, inhaling as we open, exhaling, contracting in, squeezing just a little bit by the armpit when we circle down and around. just a few more. Option to stretch that arm out. We could even hold it overhead in a side-lying lateral flexion, or move that arm. It could be a single flying arm, a big circle. Anything goes here. Take one more full inhale, full exhale, any movement or stillness. Let's take our time rolling over onto our backs. Keeping our knees bent, take the feet out wide, windshield wiper legs, swaying the knees left and right. Adding breath to movement, inhaling through center, exhaling as we twist. When it feels right for you, take your time and roll over onto your other side to get comfortable in that sleeping child's pose. Once again, finding the breath in the back of the body, breathing from the low back to the middle back, and then up behind the heart, over the tops of the shoulders. Whenever it feels right for your body, we can begin that movement of the shoulder, pulling the shoulder towards the earth, and then gently pulling it back, possibly using our top arm and sliding the hand out, and then pulling it back in. Creating some gentle circles through that shoulder in any direction. Option to match the breath. Inhale as we open. Exhale as it rounds down and in. Switching directions at any time. Experiment a little more by doing these circles with our elbow. Inhale as the elbow opens, stretching the side rib. Exhale as we come around, squeezing into the side body. Changing directions at any time, moving towards comfort in our practice. Adding in a long arm, moving that arm in any natural way, or hold it overhead, sideline, lateral flexion. Move whenever your body wants to move. Be still whenever the body is craving stillness. come to any still point with that arm. Find the breath. Let's meet lying on our backs again, opening up the knees, windshield wiper flow, exhaling as the knees flow over to one side, inhaling through center. We could keep the hands down on the floor, perhaps providing a sense of grounding to the body. If you'd like to experiment with this twist, adding in the arms as we twist to the left, draping the left arm over, bringing it through center, twisting to the right, draping the right arm over. We might look in the direction of the arms, or we could keep the head at neutral. Let's even this up on left and right side. When you feel that the movement is centered for your body, let's bring the knees into the chest, holding on behind the knees or thigh area, and just rocking a little bit left and right. Let's come to center, maybe just one big embrace of the body. Knees can be together or wide. Let's slowly lower our feet to the floor, grounding the feet. The feet might be at hip width, a little wider, or even a little more narrow, noticing what the body prefers. Let's lift our left foot away from the floor. Exhale as the knee comes in. Inhale as we relax the foot down. Inhaling, exhaling, knee coming in. Inhale, relax. Exhaling when the knee comes in to gently contract and compress the lower abdomen and belly. We could always exhale from the throat as if we're exhaling heat or trying to fog a mirror. Maybe just one more on each side, allowing heat to move out from the body, evening this up for ourselves, drawing both knees into the chest again, resetting the low back. Let's lower the feet and slowly sway over to one side, using our top arm to bring us up into all fours position. From our all fours, let's take just the left hand forward, tap the hand, and then bring it back in. Taking the right hand forward, tapping the hand, and then bringing it in. Adding in the opposite leg with a tap. Right toe tap back, left tap forward. And then exhale, bring the limbs in. Watching the hand as it taps in front of us. Feeling the back leg tap behind us. And then bringing it in. Continuing to alternate this tapping, spinal balance. Feeling that the hand and the foot touch and actively connect to the earth. When this feels evened up on left and right side of your body, let the hips rest back into child's pose. And we might draw the hands in really close to the body, more like a sleeping child or a resting child. We can hold it here, or maybe experiment with a little bit of flowing, extending the arms out in front of us for a child to kneeling plank flow. Inhaling as we come forward, stacking shoulders, elbows, and wrist. Exhale, taking it back. Inhaling, coming forward, kneeling plank. Exhale, hips shifting back. Inhaling forward, option to tuck the toes and maybe even lift one knee or both knees. Then drop the knees, child's pose again. Inhaling forward, option to lift one knee, maybe both knees, and then pressing back. Keeping that rhythm of inhaling forward, pausing to experiment with movement in the knees and the feet. Again, this could flow with the breath, or we could just move and just keep breathing. Let's try one more. Plenty of time to experiment. Let's meet in child's pose, breathing up and down the sides of the spine. When you're ready, looking between the hands. Stepping our left foot forward, finding a kneeling lunge. Let's walk the hands up onto the left thigh. Lunging forward, our knee is in line with the ankle. Let's flip the hips back like cow pose as we inhale, then roll the hips in, contracting the spine like cat on the exhale. Inhale, rocking the hips back. Exhale, drawing the hips in. Imagining we're trying to curl the tailbone down and under towards the back of the knee. Just one more. Let's relax the upper body, slowly switching out the legs in our kneeling lunge. Walking the hands up onto our thigh, moving into that gentle tilt of the pelvis. Inhale, pressing the hips back. Exhale, drawing the tailbone down and under towards the back of contracting and contracting. When you're ready, finding neutral spine. From here, let's step forward, finding any expression of a forward fold for the body today. We may pause and sway the hips a little bit. Let's come up, maybe just a third or halfway. Pause there, come up a little higher, and then a little higher, eventually bringing our bodies up to standing. Let's find any position on the mat to anchor the feet. Inhaling, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, slowly sweep them down and back. Let's do this a few more times. Inhaling, exhaling. At any time, we could circle the arms in just a little more softer, a more conservative range of motion, gathering the breath in any way, moving towards comfort. Let's do one more. Meeting with our hands at the heart, Anjali Mudra. Stepping the left foot back, a short stride. Let's lunge forward, opening up the arms into cactus arms with warrior one. Let's turn the palms in towards each other. Quickly make a fist and let it go, creating this pumping action in the hands. Just a few more. 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, relax the arms. Let's rotate that left heel in, reaching out into warrior two. Turning our right palm up for reverse warrior, reaching straight up towards the sky as we inhale. Exhale through warrior two. Moving into side angle, taking that left arm up overhead. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep it down and around. Inhale through warrior two to reverse warrior. Big breath in, reach. Exhaling, side angle. Inhale, bringing the arm overhead. Exhale, sweep it around. Inhale, rising up, reverse warrior, scooping up the breath. Let's keep that flow through warrior two, side angle, matching breath to movement, or just keep moving, just keep breathing. Let's do one more complete flow, eventually meeting in the side angle expression. Let's bring our top arm down to the low back or the waist, looking down at our foot, tightening the muscles in the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. Exhale all the way, pause, pull the belly in and up about 1/4 of an inch. Hold it there, maybe rotate just a little more at the waist. When you're ready, release that contraction. Inhaling, rising up to warrior two. Let's lengthen out the front leg for triangle pose, shifting our hips back, allowing that right arm to come down to the thigh, to the shin, anywhere on the leg, avoiding the knee, maybe even sliding the hand closer towards the ankle or floor. Option to look up in the direction of the heart or down at our foot. Practicing a big breath across the chest. Let's lower the top arm to the hip, bending the front knee, rising up to warrior two. Windmilling down towards the floor, lift and pivot through the back heel. We can keep that heel lifted and soften the left knee, moving into an expression of pyramid. At any time, if it's more comfortable, lowering that back knee and finding a posture that is more like half monkey god, Hanumanasana. Let's practice a few long exhales here, sinking breath. Whenever you're ready, shifting to center, holding the knee up or lowering that back knee into a lunge. Walking our left hand in close to the right foot or to the thigh. Let's circle the right arm forward and around for a twisting lunge. Notice where the breath is in this pose. Maybe it's a little more on the right side of the body or under the left shoulder blade. When you're ready, slowly come out of the twist. Let's lower our hands towards the floor. Stepping our left foot forward, forward fold. Hanging loose, option to sway the hips. Walking the hands up a third or halfway, finding a still point. Establishing steadiness with the breath. Let's bring the hands up, coming up into standing. And let's find our foundation of mountain on the mat. Scooping up the breath a few times, taking the arms through any range of motion and any movement that we feel is a natural expression of the breath. Gathering the breath one more time, meeting with our hands at the heart, our seal of reverence. Let's step the right foot back, a short stride, warrior one stance, opening up the arms, palms facing in, and again, quickly making a fist, creating this pumping action that moves from the hands through the wrist to the arms, energetically stimulating those energies that we hope to optimize lymphatic drainage in the body. Just a few more. When you're ready, relax the hands. Finding the breath. Let's turn that right heel in. Lengthen the stride in any way for comfort. Extending the arms out, warrior two. Turning the left palm up, reverse warrior. Inhaling, breathe underneath that left armpit. Exhale through warrior two. to side angle. Inhaling, taking the right arm up and overhead. Exhale, sweeping it down and around. As we inhale, rising up through Warrior Two, reverse warrior, big breath. Exhaling, flowing with the breath. Inhaling over. Exhaling down. Inhaling, rising up. Flowing with your own breath. You could always keep this one breath, one movement. You could speed it up a little bit if that feels more comfortable, or slow it down. Move when your body wants to move. Flowing through, maybe just one more time. Eventually we all meet in side angle pose. We could keep that arm extended through any range of motion, or set the hand down by the hip and the low back. Let's look down at our left foot. Bring the chin in. Contract the muscles in the pelvis. Mula Bandha. Exhale all the way and pause. In that space, act surprised. Hold it there. Rotate just a little more through the trunk of the body. Holding it there. 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, soften the trunk of the body. Let's rise up. Warrior Two. Lengthening out the left leg for triangle pose. Reaching out. Let's let the hands slide down anywhere on the leg, avoiding the knee. Finding a comfortable place for that right arm. Focusing more on the expansion of the breath across the chest. One more big breath in. Let's bend the left knee, rising up slowly. Finding the breath. On an exhale, windmilling down. Lifting the back heel. Slowly anchoring the palms. We might keep the back heel lifted and a little bend in the knees, straightening that front leg in this expression of pyramid, or drop that right knee. Maybe walk the left leg out for a half monkey god, Hanumanasana. Relaxing the head and the neck no matter where we are. Breathing into the backs of the lungs along the sides of the spine. No matter where we are, let's shift forward, finding either a lunge or kneeling lunge. Let's walk the right hand in close to the left foot, or bring it up onto your thigh. Taking the left arm forward, inhale, opening into our twisting lunge. Pressing down into the inside blade of the left foot, and even pressing the left knee in towards the center of the chest. Pull the muscles up through the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly relax, both hands down. Let's tuck our back toes, stepping forward, finding any forward fold, rounding through the middle and the upper back. Let the hips sway just a little bit. When you're ready, from a still point, rise up a third or halfway. Drop the hips. Walk the hands up a little more, just slowly opening the body from that contracted state, coming up to standing, and then relaxing the shoulders. Let's find any place that we feel comfortable to work with our standing one leg balancing poses today. We might want to be close to a wall or have a chair or something else close by for us. From wherever we are, let's shift into whatever leg we feel is supporting us most, whatever is closest to our prop, and then lifting our other leg or outside leg. We might circle our arm back and around to grab a hold of the outside of the ankle or the foot, keeping the knees soft, pressing our foot into the hand, hand into the foot, and maybe lengthening out our supporting arm for our expression of dancer's pose. Maybe finding three-part breath here, diagonal across the body. Breathe into the open hip and draw that breath up to that open shoulder. One more breath here. Let's slowly lower the limbs in, still hovering the foot, bringing the knee forward, flexing the foot. Let's open out and sweep that foot in front of us. Option to take the hands out into any mudra, any hand gesture. It's our dancing Shiva. Like, slowly release. Take the foot out. Shifting slowly. Let's hold on to any prop close by. Preparing for dancer's pose. Keeping the knees soft. Taking our leg back. Sweeping back and around. Rotating that arm bone in the shoulder joint. As we inhale, opening the hip, maybe just a little more, and walking our arm out with our prop. Practicing a three-part breath, receiving the breath through the open groin and hip, and bringing it over to the open armpit. Hold it here as long as you like. If you'd like to experiment with that dancing Shiva, slowly bring the arms into a supportive place. Let's flex the foot and open the hips, sweeping forward with the leg, keeping a healthy bend in both knees, and establishing any arm gesture that we feel is comfortable for our body today. Slowly sweeping the leg out. Coming to center and maybe just rocking a little bit side to side. We could always pause and close the eyes, place the hands on the belly or belly and heart. And let's feel for those places where the body feels grounded and centers itself, trusting our body to recruit this sense of support, of balance, of security. Eventually coming to any still point. Let's release our hands, hinging from the hips. Let's slowly make our way down towards the floor for all fours, taking one leg back at a time and lowering our knees. Walking our hands gently out in front of the body, lowering down onto our bellies. We might take the head to the left or right for a moment and feel for the breath. While we're lying on our bellies, push your stomach into the floor as you inhale. Notice the rise and fall of the spine while we have the weight of the body pressed into the earth. We can hold it here if this is comforting to the body, or take your time bringing the head to neutral. Let's bring the hands in close, maybe even the elbows on the floor for Sphinx, stretching and opening the belly and the ribs. As an alternative, we could transition this down, extending the arms back and lifting the legs into locust. Feeling as if the knees and the thighs just lightly hover over the earth. Looking forward with a soft gaze, the throat opens as a natural extension of the spine. Shoulders rolling back, pressing towards the hips, feeling a little bit of a squeeze under the armpits. One more big breath. Exhale, soften the body. Now if you like, you can roll towards one side just a little bit and maybe bring a knee forward, whatever your top leg is, and reach for the outside of that foot or ankle into a side-lying, what is this supposed called? Bow, side-lying bow. Adopting more of a restorative energy in this bow. Feel the hips relaxing, maybe even feel the hips dropping back, creating a little bit of a hinge back through the hips. One more big inhale. When you're ready, slowly release the leg. Let's roll to our bellies, then over to the other side for that restorative expression of both. Lifting our top leg, bending the knee, reaching with the top arm, reaching for the ankle, the shin, or the foot. Feeling as if we're squeezing in by the armpit, relaxing the hips and the buttocks. One more big breath here. When you're ready, slowly bring it to center. Let's take our time to push into the knees and the thighs, coming from all fours. Walk the knees in. Swing the legs around. Let's sit back for a seated straddle. Extending the legs out in front of the body. Opening the legs up wide. Maybe even flexing the feet a little bit. If you have some props nearby, you could sit on a blanket or a pillow, or maybe use those props under the knees and the thighs. Let's inhale the arms. Exhale, bring them through center. Slowly come forward. Hands might go down onto the legs, away from the knees, or the hands could even go down to the floor. Let's feel like there's a little pull back through the hips and little tiny rounding through the middle and the upper back. Visualizing the spine lengthening, and maybe just a bright white ray of light moving from the tailbone through the spine, through the middle of the brain, and out the crown of the head. Visualizing this as a healing light moving through the entire spine, branching out to the legs, to the arms, branching out to the organs. Eventually, this bright white light moving into every cell of the body. Let's draw in a couple more big healing breaths, visualizing that white light. When you're ready, slowly begin to walk the hands in. Let's bend our knees gently and have the props nearby. Let's take our time coming down into supine, lying on our backs. We might want to roll over to one side first and then roll over onto our backs. Let's draw the knees in towards the chest, cupping our hands over the knees. Circle the knees clockwise, really tiny. And then feel that with each circle, the movement becomes just a little bigger. So we might do 4 to 6 circles, each one just a little bigger, moving out to our greatest range of motion. When you find that greatest range of motion, reverse the circle and circle it back in, really small. Let's come to our center point. Tiny counterclockwise circles, getting bigger and bigger, matching the breath to this. Inhale as the knees go out. Exhale as we draw them in. Reversing that big circle and then slowly spiraling that energy in. down to our still point, bringing the hands by the thighs, extending the legs overhead. Let's roll out the ankles. Let's open the legs out wide and draw the knees into the sides of the body. Happy baby or the dead bug. We can hold it right here or maybe reach, binding around the toes, adding in a playful shift, just a little playful rocking. Maybe as we rock over to the left, we cross the right leg over, coming to center as we rock over to the right, crossing the left leg over. Keeping that playful rocking with a twist. This can be done with the hands by the thighs or the knees. Center this on left and right. And when it feels balanced for your body, bring it to center. Shake off the legs. Roll the ankles a little bit more. And finally, let's just rest the feet down. If you are noticing that your body wants some additional movement, give yourself at least a minute of free time here. So noticing what the body really wants right now. Maybe a little more twisting, maybe stretching out like a stick, or maybe embracing stillness in any position and finding the breath. Let's take a minute to let the body move in any natural way. Then we'll establish some stillness for meditation. So just continue to move. I'll let you know when to get ready for meditation. Next few breaths, let's find a comfortable place for the body to rest. If you're looking for a few other options today or alternatives to traditional relaxation pose, we do have some restorative postures that could feel comfortable for the body. So using a pillow and a blanket, you could fold the blanket up into any neat roll or square and place it just by your pillow. This way, we might be able to support the low back and the middle back, opening up the gut. And we could always have the knees together with the feet out wide. Another alternative is to take our props and place them under the knees and under the thighs, coming into an expression of restorative butterfly. You could use one large blanket under the knees and thighs to support the body, or even one large pillow underneath the knees and thighs. I turn the pillow into a diamond. And then relax the feet like so. Now take your time and get comfortable. I'm going to dim the lights while we're preparing for final relaxation. Please find your breath in your body and guide it. Guide it through the ribs, through the heart, up through the throat, up through the mind space, filling the whole body with breath. Seeing the breath like this bright, white, healing light. This light, as it moves into the body with the breath, it is seeking out illness. It is seeking out cancer cells or other pains or discomforts in the body. And watch as this light washes over those places, bringing in a sense of healing. Inhaling healing white light, exhaling white light. Healing is all around us and moving through us. Perhaps even simply affirming to ourselves, I feel the power to heal in me and all around me. Perhaps considering, what is it to be healed, different than curing? Healing, existing in a place of wholeness. Inhaling the emotion of gratitude. Exhaling the emotion, compassion. In the mind, for the body, affirming, I am strong. Breathing in, what is it to feel strong? Breathing in, I am safe. What is it to feel safe? Breathing in, I have support. I am supported. What is it to feel fully supported? Identify in this moment any worry, any anxieties, any trace of tension in your body. And as you inhale, scoop it up, bring it into your heart. Exhale, feel it just sitting there. And now inhale, breathe white light into the heart. And now exhale, let it all go. Next, inhale, scooping, feeling that the breath gathers any tension, any worries, any anxieties. Bring it into the heart for healing. Next, inhale, breathe the white light into the heart space. Exhale, let it all go. Let's do that a couple more times. 2 parts to this meditation. The first inhale, we're scooping up any traces of energetic tension, illness, or dis-ease. Bring it into the heart for healing. And as you exhale, it's just sitting there. The next inhale, invoke the white light. Bring it into your heart. And this exhale, let it all go. Let's try that a few more times silently. On the first breath, you scoop it up to your heart. Exhale, let it rest. Inhale, white light to the heart. Exhale, let it go. All the confidence, all the peace, all the support, all of the healing, it's here right now. Affirm to yourself, I have all that I need. In this moment, breathing in the truth that comes with that statement. I have all that I need. And if we sense any resistance at all to that statement, we simply acknowledge it. That's common. That's what the brain likes to do. Returning to the affirmation and repeating with certainty, I have all that I need. Feeling the truth move through your body, through every bone, every cell, every space filled with support. When you're ready, begin to deepen the inhale. Move it down as low as possible into the body, expanding the belly with a big breath. Pause there. 3, 2, 1, then let it go. We may want to let our shoulders rise with that big inhale. From the belly to the heart. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, then let it go. We may want to wiggle the fingertips and the toes, drawing in one more big breath from the belly to the heart, even moving the arms with the shoulders, Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Now let it go. From wherever you are, let your body be inspired by the breath. Notice what parts of the body want to move first. It could be fingertips and toes. It could be rocking the head gently, left and right. To protect our bodies, we might want to bend the knees first and let them sway a little bit left and right. Noticing where there's a little more comfort in that sway. Move into a twist and lie on your side for a moment. Feel the breath again in the back of the lungs, along the sides of the spine. Tuning in to some of the most organic sensations in the body as we were in this position in our mother's womb for so many months, in this safe, contracted, protected space. Breathing into the back of the body. When it feels right for you to come up to seated, maybe push up just a third or a half of the way. Pause. You could even open your eyes and look around a little bit, orienting ourselves to the space. Eventually coming all the way up into seated. And maybe just letting the hands rest down in the lap, shoulders soft, bowing the head, feeling a gentle stretch in the back of our neck. Let's draw our palms together at the center of the chest, our traditional opening and closing gestures. Drawing in a deep, unifying breath and then let it go from the throat. Could do a couple more of these. Let out a little sigh. Vocalize the breath. Sigh of relief. From here, we can bow together in closing. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me in our first masterclass for the day in our Yoga Fit for Cancer Care. Again, my name is Skyla Ramirez. Enjoy the rest of your training. Namaste, everyone. Peace be with you.